Hello, everyone. Good day to you all. Hopefully, I am working. I'm hoping that you can hear me. And let's have a look at what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? All right. So let's be looking. We've got hello, Angie, my dear. Just think, this time next week, you might be here. All right, Rosalind, good day. Ashley, hello. You have missed my tummy so much. Thank you. I've missed you guys all too. It's been kind of nice to actually breathe this week. Everything all done. Hey, Mona. Who else have we got? Louise, hello, my darling. Jamie, how are you? Renee, hello. Long time no chat. Jamie, were you close with the tornadoes and things and the storm? I hope everything is well. Joyce, hello. Yeah, you're in Kentucky. Oh, 10 miles from me. Whoa. Whoa. Also, yay, dragon. Yeah, yay, dragon. Yay, dragon. Yay, dragon. Ooh, dragon. Now I've got every time. I should stop singing that song. Every time it gets in my head. And then I can't focus on anything else. But that's okay. All right. So I'm in focus, all that good stuff. Yay. All right. So we're going to continue on with the Dragon. I was playing down in the corner trying to figure out what kind of vibe I'm going for because I want to stick with greens and the oranges. I don't want to bring in any other colors. So I brought in blue greens and then some yellow greens for the clouds. But they're still all tones of green. So that is the plan, Jans. That was my thought anyway. But I was having a play, basically. So I figured I'll show you the colors on these ones before I go on to the dragon and finish off the dragon so that we don't have to spend a whole stream watching me do waves and clouds. And I thought, well, I might as well show you what colors I'm doing for that. And work from there. Yeah, it's so many people that have been hit by it. House is good, cars are good, family safe. That's the main thing. That's fantastic. It's always so, when you hear and you know people in the places, you always get a little bit worried for everyone. No, wrong way. There we go. Let's see if I can keep zooming. All right. No, wrong way. It's been a while since I've worked with this camera. Oh, too far. Back there. Down this way. Look, there we go. We got a corner. Yeah, St. Louis. Yeah, I know. Evelyn was, luckily she was safe, but she said she was down in the basement with rigs and all of that kind of stuff. So definitely. Oh, yes, it is a worry for the world. For me, because we had some pretty intense rain in inner Queensland, in south west Queensland last week, but the floodwaters have made it down towards me because I'm near where the river meets the ocean, but it means that the river's really high. And so yesterday afternoon with the high tide and stuff, because my part of the river is affected by the tides as well, literally had legit water views. It was nice because I always say that I overlook the river, but the reality is that the trees usually get in the way of the riverbank. If there's no trees, I'd see the river just fine. But yesterday the water was so high I could actually see the water well, so which was good. All right, let's get in and do this thing, waves. We'll do this little wavy thing down here, and then we'll be done with this dude. Oh, if I don't throw pencils everywhere. Okay, I'm going to come in with blue-green 6, which is light turquoise. I'm just going to throw that everywhere for now. Yeah, it is scary for her. Yeah, but she had rigs, and I think she said the cats were hiding under the bed, so she just left the cats hiding underneath the bed. They didn't go down into the basement. I could imagine trying to get one of my cats down there. Winnie would follow, but Storm would be just like, I'm not going to get locked in a box with you guys. Gross. No thanks. She'd rather go out with the Storm than be with us. But she is a bit of a she is definitely one of those cats that make you understand why the Egyptians idolized them and thought they were gods, because she looks down upon all. Yeah, I was talking to her last night. I was sending her a message. Yeah, she's doing okay. Yeah, she said it hit the town over. Yeah, well, that's it. We get a cyclone. We get cyclones. I've only ever... There's very, very few tornadoes in Australia. They're very rare. All right, I'm going to come in with blue-green 5, which is turquoise. Which makes sense because we just use light turquoise. Go figure. Mind blowing. And we will come in probably and use some white gel pen in a bit as well. Oh, you had to be in the basement for a couple of hours as well. Yeah, and I heard when I was watching back Shannon's stream the other day that she had been in the basement of her place, and oh, it's crazy. So I can understand why you guys build basements, obviously, for those kinds of situations. Like we just don't have basements over here. It's not a thing. We just build a shed out in the backyard. So yeah, there's very few things underground, but we also don't have tornadoes that are likely to rip up our houses. So, hey Elise, how's it going? We've got cyclone bolts, like big long rods that hold our roofs onto our onto our stumps and stuff, so they don't blow away in a cyclone. But we certainly don't have to worry about going down and protecting yourself in a basement. Although it probably would be pretty smart in cyclone weather to have that option, because the general rule of thumb in a cyclone is to go into the bathroom because it's held together with all the pipes, and hide in the bathtub with mattresses covering you. Not being so. Oh, lovely. Oh, thanks, Elise. Oh, I'm glad. Oh, I'm sorry to hear things have not been so well. Hey, Marilyn, how's it going? You spoke with Evelyn and Ryan streams. Awesome. It's so hopefully this week I can actually catch some streams. It's just been so busy. I've been in at work. I went in to thought I'll go in and see about, planning for next year. Yeah, no, they haven't given me any classes. So I'm like, oh, well, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't exist. That works. All right, now I'm coming in with, I don't know what I'm coming in with. Blue-green 4, Cyan. So I was like, I went in and I just scanned and printed paper, pretty papers. I figured, school's shut for a while, so I may as well take advantage of their, $10,000 laser scanner printer kind of thing with their toner and ink. So that's what I did. Because Andy's fault sent me on digital paper thing the other day, and that sent me down a rabbit hole, and I was like, I better go print all of this before I have to use my own ink. And my printer doesn't print as true to color as the printer at work does, so I was like, yeah. I can't figure out how to get my printer to just be a little bit more true to color, so oh well. And I'm also tight bum and I don't want to pay for all ink. Yeah, years ago it used to be storm sellers. Yeah. It is always nice to come chill with some friends. Oh yeah, it's always hard to watch people. Yeah. But Mother Nature, man, no matter what we do in the world and who people want to fight and who wants to take and rule this, Mother Nature will always reign supreme. She will, in all cases, be the final decider. Which is always humbling, I think, to, it's humbling to think about it. No matter what you try and do, you can't control that. All right, now I'm coming in with Black 6, which is greenish black. Oh, wow. Oh, see, I haven't seen the news, so I haven't seen what's happened, but yeah, she will. That's exactly right. Actually, that's basically what I was getting at. It'll be like, you thinking you're in control, and then Mother Nature will come along and go, sweetie, you dreaming. You go back to your corner. I got this. They're predicting really wet weather this wet season here, which is going to be interesting because I haven't had like a real wet since I've lived in this house. And my house, when the floods hit, because I have a storm creek and a flow through my place that takes some of the river overflow, the river will literally come up to my ledge. So I will look out and see nothing but river. That is kind of going to be awe-inspiring if it gets to that point, and scary too, because whilst I know that my house itself doesn't flood, I will be isolated in it because all around me will flood. So I'll be isolated in my house, surrounded by just water, which will be, like crazy to even contemplate. And it's the same as my dad's place when it floods at his place. He himself doesn't flood, but the water around him becomes so massive that it's just, it's crazy to think about. All right. Now I wanted to bring just a little bit more green into the water. So we've used blue greens. Oh yeah, you will see pictures of it. And I've been in floods before, but nothing quite like my in the night of Noah, which was what 98 in my other town that I live, city I lived in, Townsville. The same thing. It was incredible, the floods, and it got up. It was seeping into our house, and I had a friend around the corner who swam around to make sure we were okay, and it was like we were lucky there too that we got off with very lightly with damage and stuff like that. So I'm coming in with True Green, which is green 6, I think. Yeah, green 8. It's green 8. Blue green 8. True Green. There you go. So just bringing in a little bit more green to the water. Because I very much want this page to have, obviously, a green undertone. Hey, Heather. Yeah, I know. I'm like, snow. It's like, oh, I really see snow so bad. One day I shall see it, and I'll throw my snow angel, and I will be happy. But, oh yeah, yeah. There's we're using the Phoenixcolors, Ashley. It just seemed right because I am legit using the box as my inspiration. So there's my inspiration picture. That is what I'm trying to emulate. I was like, ooh, I saw your hashtag, and then I went dragon, and then I found this dragon. I went, I'm sure that looks like the dragon on the Phoenixcolors, and so that was it. Kind of just snowballed from there. Oh yeah, it was crazy. The '98 floods, absolutely crazy. The 2013 floods, I was down here for my dad's best friend's funeral, like basically my second dad, my uncle, kind of thing. And he woke me up because I was planning on leaving, going back home in the afternoon. And he woke me up and he was like at 3 in the morning, and he's like, you need to get in the car and go now, or otherwise you won't make it back. And so I literally drove ahead of the floods the entire way home, and got home in time for the tooth to be clear of the 2013 floods, and then spent obviously time worrying about my dad, but he was fine. He ended up it's so funny, they ended up when the obviously it all calmed down and stuff, they got in the kayak, and they went for a thing outside their house, and they got in the kayak and went for down the floods, and they marked a notch into one of the really, really tall gum trees that are down near the creek, that attached to their property. So I'm coming back in with that light turquoise, and when you go down there and look at that notch when it's dry, you're just like, oh, the idea that flood water was that high, like you can hardly see the notch in the tree because it's that high. You've got to really like tilt your head back and look up. You're looking at a good 20 odd meters up in the air, on this tree, and just the idea that there's that much water. All right, going to come in with my good old friend Prismacolor White. Ah, thanks, Elise. That's really nice of you. I'm not awesome. I'm just me. I just be me and talk crap. But I'm so glad that most of the I've still got some markets and stuff coming up, but I'm not frantically trying to make things for the craft fair markets anymore. I'm like, I've got what I've got, and if people order a commission thing, I'll make it. But other than that, I'm just going to breathe. And they're oil, Louise, and they're really nice. They remind me a lot of probably the Derwent Lightfast, that kind of feeling. So they're an oil-based, but they kind of still have a wax-based feel. So you have to layer them, so they're not, yeah. But if you've used the Derwent Lightfast, they remind me a lot of them. They're a little bit of a drier feel going down. But they're beautiful pencils. They're just beautiful to look at, regardless of how good they work. Yeah, last Sunday's markets were okay. So each market I've done, I've made enough to cover and a little bit more, and enough to go buy all pretty papers and stuff. And I've ended up with a couple of like commission pieces for cards and so a couple of albums and stuff like that. So it was not too bad. Would I be happier if more stuff had left my house? Yes. What's really surprising is things that I thought people would like. They don't. Like, no one wants my pretty bags. I'm like, please take them out of my house. I don't want my bags. I have no room. But yeah, it's been interesting to see what people do like compared to what I like. So yeah, if you like the Lightfast, it's got a similar feel to that. Oh, sorry about that. All right, so that's kind of what I'm going to do for the ocean. So it's still green. And yeah, and then it was the markets on Thursday. I was doing okay, I'd sold enough to cover and a little bit more, and that was all good. And then another lady in the hall that does cards, she's moved her cards over to like a little pop-up like store thing, but she was just getting rid of some stuff, and I hadn't obviously didn't leave my stall until the end, and I walked over and she was getting rid of like Stampin' Up stamps and Sizzix dies and all of this stuff for like $5 each. So I made a loss that day. It was like, yeah, thanks. You be coming home with me. All right. So I'm going to go in now with some yellow greens. So this one is green 3, which is yellowish green. Go figure. I just said I'm going to go in with some yellow greens. Hey, Gail. How's it going? Oh, yeah. Don't be tempted, Gail. Just get it. There's very few pencils that I'm going to sit there and say, just do it. Okay? Like, I'm all for, I'm all for restraint, and you don't need them all. I'm also full of it. But anyway, generally I'll sit there and go, no, you don't need it. Yeah, you need these just because they're the prettiest pencils in the world. That's legit. Apart from the fact that they actually color really nicely. They're the prettiest pencils in the world. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I went shopping at someone else's store. Like, I literally just started piling it in, and then I went and got bags. And she's just laughing. And her kid's like, thanks for my Christmas present this year. And I went, yeah, no worries. Thanks for the fact that my kids aren't getting Christmas presents this year. So it was like, but yeah. But I mean, $5 for Sizzix dies and Stampin' Up things. And we're talking about Australian dollars here. So, we convert that to American dollars. I'm looking at like $2.50. So I was like, yeah. I don't even know what I bought. Like, I just come home and put it in a box and tried to find a place to store it and went, I'll deal with that another day. Like I got like a Stampin' Up punch for $5 and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, actually, I call my own BS. It's all good. Yeah, I know, but I was just, I didn't really want to work out mathematically what it would be. $2.50 sounds good. because they don't have all the GST and the taxes and all the stuff as well. I was like, yeah, $2.50. Close enough. Should be good. Alright, there's yellowish green. What colour did I go in with then? Went in with green 11, which is willow buds. So, Gail, this is, just show you while I'm looking, just to tempt you even more. This is the Phoenixcolors. Like, just look at them. They're just pretty, by the way. Just saying. Wow. Yeah, that's it. I called myself out, but let's get real. I did call myself out because it was Louise. You can either get a 50 or 100 box set. Get the 100. Don't even bother with 50. Yeah, I called myself out. All right, let's go in with this. What was it again? Willow buds. And on the willow buds, let's have a look. Is the scroll of, I can't speak Chinese, Luan or something, is what is on these, represented on these ones. Are you don't yeah, you do need them. Oh, sorry, Louise. Here, hold on. I'll show you. 1, 2. So it comes in its own little cardboard box. And they're all separated into. Man, Phoenixcolor seriously should just talk to me lots. 5 boxes. So there's your 5 boxes. All of the artwork on it have been designed around the colours within it, and they all represent an element. So the main one I'm using, obviously, is the green one, which is the Azure Dragon, the Wood Dragon, which is the Breath of Spring. And then there's the Black Tortoise, of Distant Water, Out of Winter. Red Fire, which is your Rose Finch in the Blooming Summer. Your black one, which is the Way of the Sky and the Earth. And then you've got your White Tiger, which is your Gold Earth, which is the essence of autumn. So all your different elements and stuff like that. Just pretty. There's no other way to describe these things other than incredibly beautiful. And they actually work really nice, which is helpful. I'm not sitting there saying get these because they're just pretty. Well, yeah. But they also colour quite nicely. They're a drier oil. Like I said, if you like the light, if you know what I mean by that drier feeling, if you've used to do it light fast, it's the only way I can kind of describe it. Goodbye, disposable income. Right. I think you know what. No worries, Renee. Yeah, I'm so glad you enabled me too. Like 2 seconds into your video, didn't even watch the video. It was like, oh, go on board. Now that's enablement when I didn't even actually watch it any further than opening up the first box and pulling out a pencil. And I went, I'm off on that train. Choo! Off I go. Choo-choo. That's hilarious. Oh, mind you, do you want to see what, speaking of dragons, do you want to see what I bought? Because my ex-husband bought, so it was Em's birthday on Friday. I'll keep colouring this while I'm talking. What did I do? Is that the... So I'll tell you the story before I show you the picture. So it was Em's birthday on Friday, and her 17th, and my ex-husband messaged me and was like a month or so ago and said, I'd like to get her a gift for Christmas birthday. I kind of just think of her as an extra stepdaughter kind of thing, which is really sweet because he needs to have nothing to do with her. But yeah, blame Art Gear Guide. Yeah, I know. You can blame me all you want, Heather. It's all good. Hey, Sherry, how's it going? And yeah, I'd love the money to come back, Louise. Me too. And so he says, what can I get her? And my ex-husband, so he was in the military police, intelligence and stuff like that. And he now works for a tactical supplies company and makes all of their gear. All right, so that's what he does. He sews and creates all of the pack that they wear and all of that kind of stuff. And I went, you know what would be perfect from you is a pocket knife, because I think every girl should have a knife in her car, should always carry a knife in the car where she's driving, especially when she's driving alone. I'm very much a big believer in that. I'm a believer of everyone should have a knife in their car just for safety, to cut steering wheel, seat belt, all of those kinds of things in the case of an accident. So I've always had a pocket knife down the side of my car. And I said, but I don't want one of those ugly ones that you'll get. And I said, I want a pretty one. So I'm coming in with green 12 now, which is, where's my swatch chart? Sorry, trying to do 5 million things at once. Green 12. Yellow green. So instead of yellowish green, we're going yellow green now. So I said it'd be really nice. It'd probably be if you get her a pocket knife. And so I sent him a picture of an oil slick one, like the ones that kind of purple, pretty. I said, get her something along the lines of this. It'd suit her vibe and stuff. And he got the nicest knife. It was let's see if I've got to go onto eBay to see if I can find it. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. So he got her this. All right. So it's an oil slick pocket knife, and it's got a dragon on it. And what is really cool about it is good pocket knife in itself, but it's got a belt cutter and a window breaker, because I told him that the purpose of it, because he has one beside his car. He's a little bit bigger than I don't need to be as ridiculous as him. But it actually has the window breaker and the belt cutter already in it, which is just incredible. And I'm like, I love that. And awesome. So then I went on and I'm like, that knife was brilliant, right? And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I saw this one. And I'm like, well, thank you. So it's now on its way. And there is a pink one there. And I said you can get that for Georgia when she starts driving and stuff like that. So yeah, so the red and black dragon is on its way to me. Do I have one beside me in the car? Yes, but it was just a cheap, dodgy one. It was good enough. I'm going to replace it with that one. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's like, you had me at red dragon. I was like, thank you very much. And I can't believe there's a pink one, so that'll be George's. She doesn't need it yet, however. However, she is getting a pink computer arriving this week. Her father's bought her a pink PC desktop, so she can do 3D design, animation stuff. I don't know. I don't understand the kind of stuff she does, but I just know she does well. All right, now I'm coming in with green 13, which is aged bamboo. Yeah, so that's So that's what happened. But it's really good because I'll put that one down beside my car because I already have a safety thing down beside my car that also is for breaking a window, cutting a seatbelt. But I can put that now over in the driver's side, the passenger side, and I'll have that one down beside me. So there's two available then in the car in case of an accident. So it's really good. That's how I'm talking myself around the fact that I just randomly bought a red dragon knife, because that's what you do. Yeah. How's Christmas for you? I'll show you what I wear. Hold on, Sherry. This is what we wear. All right, mainly because I had it out for the markets. So Christmas in Australia is Christmas Hawaiian shirts and shorts. So this is my this is my Hawaiian shirt for this year. So this is the shirt that I bought for this year, but this is my Christmas Hawaiian shirt. That's what we wear. So instead of ugly sweaters, it's ugly Christmas Hawaiian shirts. So but yeah, so that's and it's so nice. Like even my ex-mother-in-law, who's never even met Em, right? She sent her a Christmas gift and stuff, and I'm just like, I'm very, he's a good man from a good family, so he's very sweet. Reality is grief and trauma and all of that messed us up. But doesn't stop the fact that he's a decent man. You don't have any. I will have to go shopping, Angie, for ugly Hawaiian shirt for you. But that's all right. We're actually just wearing Christmas Day. We've all got matching T-shirts. The three girls and I. I'll just throw the Hawaiian shirt over the top. Certainly not shorts weather. Yeah. Let's get real. Most of the time, that Hawaiian shirt comes off because it's got sleeves. I'm just going back in with that initial like yellowish green, and I'm wearing a singlet. It's funny, I wear jeans pretty much every day of the year and it doesn't bother me. It can be 45 degrees Celsius, I don't care, and I'll still wear jeans. But you put sleeves on me when it's that hot and I'll die. I think it might, you just do from going up in the bush, you wear long pants because you don't want to get bitten by snakes and stuff like that. I just don't want to, just hate wearing sleeves. All right, so that's that one. Now we're going to come back in with our friend, Prisma White. Oh, you get to meet the new grandson. Oh, yay! How exciting! Sure, I can't wait to see photos. Yay! That's exciting. We'll have to wear a flannel. Hey, yeah, good old flannel. Mind you, to be a teenager again and think things are cool. So, flannels are always cool for teenagers. I wore flannels when I was a teenager. I'm not judging. I still own flannels. Still love a flannel. But when they're walking outside to go out and they're wearing, it's like, 30 odd degrees plus here, and they're wearing a flannel, I'm just like, seriously, guys. All right. Let's go in with my friend Prisma White. I'm like, yeah. And Emily's started to be friendly with a boy, and I have to be nice about it and remind myself that she's 17 and it's okay. And then remind myself what I was doing at her age and think she's fine. And I breathe deep and I try to be cool and I'm like, hey, how's it going? Welcome. And then part of me is like, get your hands off my daughter. Oh, he's 20 pounds and 4 months old. So cute. You want them chunky. You want babies chunky. You want chunky babies. Chunky babies means that they're ready to be, you know, if something happens, they're ready for it. All right, now I'm just going to go in, and because I want to bring in, tie these in together, I'm going to come in with that true green that we use down here as the overtoning color, and I'm just going to bring in a little bit of that true green into some of this. It's subtle, but I just like doing things like that to try and tie in the colors. Whilst this is a very different green to this green, I want there to be a connection, if that makes sense. Oh, so here I'm pointing to this one. You can't even see it. So I use the true green down here as just like a toner color, and I'm going to use it in the clouds as well, just so there's connection there. Yeah, I know, Angie. We'll have that discussion when it gets to that point. We're not quite there yet. But she's also at the age it won't be too far off. So I just have to breathe deeply and it's okay. And as always, no kid's ever going to be good enough for your kids. So I'm like, you know, in my head, I'm like, that's not the one I would have picked. But, you know, we don't have choice in that. They choose who they want. And they have to make their own mistakes and own things. And I've got to keep reminding myself of that. I'm pretty certain my parents didn't like any of the choices I made. I look back and I wouldn't have liked the choices I made either. So I'm like, you know, sure. All right, let's have a look at what I'm going to do with these this thing, Pan Pastels. I'll show you what I did with that, if I can find them. There we go. All right, I went in with this super bright orange, which is orange. There you go. Orange. Gonna go in with that one. See, I'm getting this out of the way so I can go back to the dragon. Yeah, I know. She is a sensible girl, but she's also, I think she finally feels comfortable. So she's, you know, she's now kind of doing behaviors that she probably would have done normally at 14, 15. If she had felt secure in her environment and didn't feel like, you know, at 14, 15, she was probably worried that if she wasn't perfect, I'd kick her out. And, you know, all of those kinds of things, because and with everything that had happened, and she'd just come to my house and stuff like that. So she probably is. Where are the colors that I was using? All right. Got a bit of Hansa Yellow here now. So this one, Hansa Yellow. So she's, you know, a lot of her behaviours at the moment are reflective of the kind of things that she would have done then. That's what I said to her. I said, because she's like, yeah, that's okay. Just going to clean off that soft tool, and then I'm going to come in with bright yellow green. Yeah. And, you know, it's all normal, and I've just got to keep reminding myself that in all reality, she's a good kid. Bright yellow green. And she's, yeah, catching up, if that makes sense. So now I'm putting some green tints into this, because remembering I want green to be the theme across all of this. Oh yeah, they do here too. I'm the one that I'm the one that does those conversations. Oh, I'm not worried about so now I'm coming in with a little bit of chrome oxide green. Just add a little bit of something. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. I'm just playing with colors. But I don't want it too orange, if that makes sense. But I want it orange to pay off the orange. I don't know. I know I do have an idea in my head when I do these things of what I want, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I can communicate that. All right, now I'm going to come in with a bit of white. Yeah, it is. So like, a little bit of white to blend it together and tone it down a little bit. And that's kind of what I'm going to go for with the sky. So kind of like a, sunset with a green tinge. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense of what I'm trying to go for. I know what I'm trying to go for. All right. And then we're going to come in with a gel pen. And let's maybe might need to spray it because I've got pastel on there. The gel pen does not want to play with the pastel. They do not want to be friends. So let's well, where would you be? I'm just gonna take it away for a sec while I spray. So I've just sprayed it with some workable fixtures. We'll wait for that to hit in, seal it off, and then we'll come back and try and put some white highlights on it. I might have to use touch-up texture yet. Yes, they are finished. They are on summer holidays. Hey, I buy myself whatever I want whenever I want. I just keep telling myself that I've bought myself a lot of Christmas presents recently. And I think you should. I'm all for that. Definitely should buy yourself things. No, we don't have a long summer holiday like you guys do. They split our holidays more evenly. So they get better term breaks. So we go back at the end of January. So they get 6 weeks holidays over summer. And then, so it goes 6 weeks over summer, 10 weeks, 2 weeks off, 10 weeks, 2 weeks off, 10 weeks, 2 weeks off, and then 10 weeks back to 6 weeks off. So they do smaller, All right. Oh, that is not the eraser, Tammy. I should have looked at the things that were on, the mistakes that were on here before I put on the fixative, but there you go. Whatever. That happens. Okay, let's get into some of his scaly bits. Brain! His finny scaly bits. That'll work, won't it? Don't judge me. Alright, I'm going to get rid of the water and the cloud colours so they don't irritate me whilst I am doing this. Alright. Yeah, I know. You guys do weird. And your sunbreak's so big, but then you only have like a week off over Christmas and then it's all this. And I'm like, nah. As a teacher, I need those breaks just as much as the kids do. All right. Okay. We're going to go in with, don't know. What's that one? Green 7? No. Oh, black green. We got black. We're black 7, which is dark green. Okay, I knew what I was doing. Trust me, I knew. Yeah. All right, black, green, and then we're going to come in with. So these are the colors that we used in the dragon last week. So this is green 14, which is deep green. Then we're going to come in with green 1, which is jade. Because you can't do a green dragon without doing jade. Oh, I hate daylight savings. We're lucky in Queensland. We did it for a year and went, no. The cows didn't know what they were doing. It was too hot for the cows, the cattle, and they went, no. So we've never done it since. We voted against it. So all the other states do it except for us. Which means Angie gets to sleep in. All right, and then I'm going to come in with black 6, which is greenish black. Ooh. And try not to throw it. So I'm just going to come back with all of the other colours now and put another layer over it. I'm nearly due for a sharpen because I've lost my point. True, Angie, true. Except for I don't know. It's gonna it'll be like ships passing in the night kind of thing, because I'll be sleeping when you be waking, and it'll be funny. Although trying to sleep in the day up here is going to be like more. I hope John's place is airconned, so you have some relief. Mine certainly isn't. All right, back in with the Prisma White. There we go. There's some of the scaly bits. Oh, okay, it'll just, all right. Oh yeah, the Korean music book is gorgeous. It's on my one-day list. Yeah, I get you, Louise. That's kind of it. No, see, it was like when we were growing up, because I've explained before, I grew up in bushland. It was when the year we tried daylight savings. I just remember trying to go to sleep at school night, trying to go to sleep at 8:30 at night, and it was still daylight and still so hot. So it's in the bush, the nights are quite cool and the days are atrocious. And so you look forward to the sun going down so that you get a break from the heat, and you're trying to go to sleep and it's still hot, and I just remember it being so bad. All right, going in with something 6. No, what am I going in with? Oh, brown 6, red gold. Hey, Shell, how you doing? How's the case going? Yeah, that's good. You get it. Yeah. You need that relief at the night. And, with daylight savings, you didn't get it. Hence, it was wanting to go sleep, and it was like, ew, and it was miserable. We were miserable. Parents were miserable because we were miserable. Double-edged. All right, now I'm going to go in with yellow 11 Saffron. And we've got brown 8, which is dim red. Yeah, that would be horrible, Louise. Yeah, it's been quite warm here the last week or so. So we're in the 30s. Not unbearable yet. All right, this one will be gotta find it. Black 9, which is silk black, so just a dark brown. Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. I live in sunny Queensland, so we it's not too bad. We get sun most of it. You know, we get even in winter we get a good nearly 12 hours of sun. In summer, it's like too many hours. Oh my god. Sorry. I'm going to come in now with that tonal orange that we bought in, that vermilion kind of color the other week, which is actually orange red. So red 4, orange red. When I talk about tonal colors, you'll notice that I put them on towards the end because we've already got a whole lot of color down. So it's not going to become the main color. It's just going to add a touch, which is why I call it the tonal color. All right, I'm just going to go back now that I've put that down, and just add in a little bit, another layer of the colors in the opposite way that I did it before. So I'm starting off the dark and then working my way back. Oh, nice. Ew. That would have been scary. Heather, you can go or fire away. Oh, I missed it. What did you ask? I missed it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Ah. We had a lightning strike here the other week, Shell, and I knew that it was close because I was inside and you could feel it. And I walked outside and you could smell it. A week later, when the top of my palm tree fell off, I realised that how close it was. It was like, 10 meters from my deck. All right. Just need to sharpen my little friend. Oh, do you want the blank swatch chart? Yeah, there is a blank one, doll. It's on Pencil Hoarders Unite, or just email me and I will send it to you. Oh, I'm working on one. I haven't finished it, but I know what you're talking about. I do know what you're after. So not a pencil swatch chart, but like a progress chart. I've been thinking of designing one myself. got some ideas for what I want in it. All right, so that's what we're going to do for his scaly bits. There is colouring logbooks out there, but they're just not what I want. Have you figured that? That's why I designed my own, because it's just nothing has what I want. No, I don't even know what the Senilia pastel cube is. Interesting. Like an index chart. Yeah, I got what you meant. Yeah. I do have some ideas. No, I have some ideas. Heather, give me a moment. I know what I want to do. I want to do something. I'll show you what my ideas is. So, what I want is, let's put a blank piece of paper. Okay. So basically what I want to do is something along the lines of, hold on, how do I get let out? Oh, there it is. All right. So I want to do something where there's the title and the author. All right. And then I want to have basically little boxes probably going up to 100, because most colouring books don't have more than 100. So that's kind of the kind of thing that I want there. And then underneath it, so you can just quickly mark off like the pages that you've done. Because I know Tonya does something similar, and I'm like, I like that idea, so I want to incorporate that. And then I want to have an index underneath. So basically the page, the date, and the mediums. That's kind of what I was going for. That's like kind of what I wanted to kind of design, if that makes sense. Oh, I'm out of frame. There you go. Tammy, all right. Shh. I wasn't looking. I was too busy doing myself, thinking to myself. But that's kind of, I don't even know if you can see it because I've done it in red. But that was kind of what I was thinking of, like I wanted to design. So you've got like a quick thing that you could mark off, and then like the different pages as you work through them. And like that one I'd probably make smaller. I'd probably make 2 columns of that. But yeah, I don't know. I got to play with it, basically. That was kind of where my head was heading with a design. Something like that. All right, so that's the scaly bits. I've put it off long enough, haven't I? We've got to go to his head. I forget that I can actually move the camera, not my book. All right. Yeah, well, I'm actually looking forward to having some time to do it now that I'm not I'm taking breaks from paper. Like I'm still working on it. I'll show you some of my works in progress there if you want to see it. But I'm looking forward to finding that balance back. Like I've missed colouring in the last month or so because I've been so busy making for the craft fair. I want to find the balance back now, so where I can basically do both and enjoy both of it. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still putting off doing the head because I really don't know what I want to do. It's like, all right. I'm gonna do the branches because I just want to put it off. I just want to put it off. I'm like, yeah, you're my editor, Angie. You're my spell checker and finding all my mistakes, which I may fix while you're up here. Maybe, can't guarantee it. Every time I make a swatch chart, she sits there and goes, "You made a mistake here," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'll fix that at one point," and I never do. That's the wrong book, Tammy. All right. So, we're gonna still kind of obviously browns, but I want them to be red browns. So we're gonna come in with brown 1, which I need to sharpen. Evelyn, hello. Oh, it's so lovely to see you here. We were talking before about you being safe and stuff. Yeah, I'll let you. And then you can share it to yourself. And while you remember, because I just keep forgetting to do it. What am I using? Brown 1. Brown. That's what I'm using. You made it. Yay. Yeah, that works. That works, Heather. If you send me a picture of what you like, I can I'm happy to, incorporate that with a bit of an idea of what I want, and who knows, I might come up with something. Oh, no sunny days. Oh, no fun. I get sunshine most days, even on storm days. There's usually spots of sunshine. I love the sunshine. Now I want to sing it. I love the sunshine after the rain. That's my favorite part, is when the sun starts shining through and all the grass and the leaves are still glistening, and I'll show you a photo I took of my house from my deck yesterday. You'll understand what I'm talking about. So that was taken from my deck yesterday. And there's my little my glinting water views, but I love it when it's been overcast and a bit wet, and then the sunshine hits, and something special about it. All right, so that was that one. Is that one? That was that one. Now I'm going to come in with brown 10, which is Agarwood. I just see agar, and all I think about is agar plates. Agar. Swabbing for bacteria cultures. Going back to my lab days. Yeah. Yeah, basically. It's either hot and sunny or hot and rainy. Yeah, Heather, that's how I've kind of put myself on a self-imposed, I'm not buying a lot of colouring books because I have so many that aren't coloured in. And I'm like, no. You know, I've had this Fantasia for months, and I'm, you know, it's just got to colour in these things. There's that one. Now I'm going to come in with that silk black, so that dark brown we've been using down in here. Help you plan your videos. No, Elise. I wish. I just make up stuff. I say I'm going to do things and then I forget. That's my planning. Although I did buy I have, and I've done a flip through. I bought the Sarah and A. Clark planner, so I'm going to try and utilize some of that because it's got some blank grid areas and stuff that you can design your own kind of planner parts and things. So that was pretty. Colours. If Georgia doesn't steal it from me and Emily. Because they both were like, ooh, that's pretty. And then I got in trouble. Georgia goes, did you get the digital version? And I went, nah, I didn't end up buying the digital version. I said, because I won't use a digital planner. And she's like, I would. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Georgia. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't think of you and the fact that you do digital. Didn't even think of that. I'm sorry. And I'm like, oops. But anyway, so I got in trouble. You know, what's different? When am I not in trouble? All right, now I'm going to come in with jet black. So black one, jet black. Oh, awesome, Elise. Yeah, I'm a math person. So I can work, I can make, I just don't, I struggle with the extra pretty stuff added in and overlaying that stuff. I'm like, just simple tables and graphs, Maths and scientists, keep it simple, stupid. That's the science rule. So everything's straight lined and all that kind of stuff. And that's, I think I'm going to use I might use that one. Just because I like the name. I'm going to come in with white 6, which is Lotus Root, which is basically a pink white. And I'm going to use that to bring these together. Yeah, I'm with you, Heather. Housework. I had to. Anyway, I'm not going to get into the frustration, but anyway, I had the real estate here. I got a phone call on Thursday that they wanted to come on Friday to take photos because my house is getting listed for sale, and I did crack it at the fact that was less than 24 hours and blah blah blah. But anyway, so I was frantically running around trying to make the house look nice for photos, which I don't actually have to do as a tenant. I can actually say, no, you're not taking any photos because I've got my right to privacy, but I'm not worried. And so I was like, oh. So I had to spend Thursday afternoon and Friday morning, declutter, because with house sales and stuff, the less clutter you have, the better. So I basically put all the things that end up on kitchen benches and on, bathroom cabinets and stuff. I put all of them away and cleared off all of the benches and stuff like that and did housework and stuff. I'm like, oh, rude. This is so what I wanted to do. But so the photos got taken on Friday, and I think the listing goes out on Monday. I think they're listing it, if I remember correctly. So there we go. So there we go. Woody antlers. So the only way I can describe it, as I said it earlier, Michelle, they're like the Derwent Light Fast. So they're not either. They're a dry layer. But they're easy pencils to work with, if that makes sense. But they're definitely oil. Yeah, they're definitely an oil base. So you've got a layer. All right, I'm still procrastinating about doing this dragon. Tammy, just get in and do it. Okay. Yes. This dragon telling me what to do. It's rude. All right, I'm going to come in with something for yellow 4, pastel yellow. I'm going to oh no, I don't want it on that one. Don't want it on that one. Oh, thanks, Belinda. Hello. How are you all? I feel like I've missed everyone's streaming lately. I will be back. I was like yesterday, I thought, I'll be able to get in. What was it? No, it was Friday. I thought, I'll be able to get into Belinda's stream. And then I had got a phone call, a message from my business service manager, and I had to go get a medical certificate for something or other. And I'd quickly go try and get into doctors before close of school for the summer. And so Friday ended up just being crazy. And I was like, well, not getting into anything today. All right. Okay. What's that one? Sorry, I'm thinking to myself. And it hurts a little bit. All right, we'll start off with that. then we'll see where we go. Yeah. Woo! Finally, Evelyn. Woohoo! Not in the basement, so that's good. So, all right. What am I doing now? Okay. Going back in with, I wish I could remember all of these names. Red gold, brown 6. Like I said, I'm just lucky that I can actually read some of the kanji. It makes my life a little bit easier. Like the script that they use for the colors and stuff is not the same in Japanese, but the script they use for numbers is. So at least I can see the numbers and read that. So it makes me helps me finding it on the swatch chart a little bit easier, a little bit quicker. Yeah, my $0 wallet. Yeah. I don't know. We got some fire going on and some smoke. We'll make it work. Could be the smoke coming from my brain, trying to figure this out. That's probably what it is. Right. Sounds good, doesn't it? It's the smoke from my brain. All right. 8. Dim red. So similar colors as we've done down here. Okay, no worries. Hopefully, fingers crossed, might make it. Don't know. Hopefully, I'll be able to make Mondays. That's my goal. But then I don't know if I'm going to what. Oh, I don't know. You know, kids. I don't know. If I don't make it, Belinda, I wish you a very, very Merry Christmas and a nice break, and enjoy the time with the kids and Can. You actually filmed. Oh, I haven't seen it, Evelyn. I will go look for it after this. Isn't that fun when that happens? That's what I mean. Life gets in the way. It's rude sometimes. It's like, don't you know that there's someone streaming at this point in time? Rude. And like, yeah, as I said, I was in at work quite a bit this week, so I missed a lot of streams being in at work, and then yeah, obviously crap. But anyway, I'm hoping that I can actually sit and relax a little bit. And yeah, that's the plan, Jan. All right, coming in with did I use that? All right, brown 9, sandalwood. Oh no, I can't remember what I used. It's out, so I used it somewhere. I'm going to use it. Let's come in with that orange colour. What was it? That reddy colour? Red, orange, red. Red ball. Yeah, I love Excel. You swatched on camera. Oh, no. Oh, that's right. I know I used it because I've had them out. They've been in the holder since last week. I don't know. I used them. I don't know. I'm making it up. Sounds like my whole life. Just make it up. Oh, welcome back, Louise. Oh, doctor's appointments. Yay. Isn't it great? Good quality snuggle time? Yeah. No, snuggle time is always good. And the same to you, Shell. Merry Christmas to you as well. I think, yeah, as my mental health has come back, in better things, and I've found myself doing things and being more busy, I then have missed a lot of things, and yeah, so it's that kind of. All right, then I'm going to come in with that saffron. So now I've got the head in my head. My lease goes until April, and then after that, who knows? Depends on whether the people that buy it are buying it to eventually live here, or whether they're going to continue as an investment. At the moment, I hope I can stay because the rental market is you can't find houses, and because you can't find houses, people are asking an exorbitant amount of rent to even just live in. Yeah, so I don't know. And if I do find a place, I'll be paying a lot more rent. So I'll deal with that when it gets closer to April. It'll be what it'll be. All right, then I'll come back in with that pastel yellow. Oh gosh, Tammy, I think I might go back to bed after this. I've got nothing planned for the day, so that might be the case. I'm actually going to put my Christmas decorations up. I am determined to put my Christmas decorations up today. Otherwise, what's the point? I'm glad I hadn't put them up, but for the photos, because the photos look much better without Christmas decorations. So there must have been something in my head telling me not to put them up. Now there's no excuse. All right, there we go. Let's come in with our friend Prisma White. I don't want to do the whole thing with Prisma White with this one because I actually want the brightness in this one because he's got fiery, it's fire red hair, but I want to just do the ends. Just to meld it in. Oh, I forgot his beard, man. Forgot his beard. Instead of his ears, I forgot his beard. Being bad puppy. The cat's Knocked down a package of dog. Oh, rude. Can you get a loan and buy the house? No, I don't have a deposit. That's a problem, Evelyn. With all of the income being on income insurance and stuff like that, I've utilised all my savings. So, no, sadly, that is not an option. And I did ask my dad to buy it with me, but he can't because it will affect his pension. So that did not end up being an option. That's okay. It is what it is. And also the fact that I like to buy things that I don't need doesn't help. So basically, in the new year, we're going on a strict. We're not buying stuff we don't need after Christmas to try and start saving some money. Because legit, just need to buy a house. But even getting a house is hard at the moment too. I'm going to bring in a little bit of black into this bit, so I want a bit of shading. I might bring in a bit of black into this as well. It's just not enough depth for something that's kind of like, meant to be wavy hair. Like, I want a bit more depth to it, a bit more movement. It's irrelevant what I need. We'll get there. We will work at it at some point. But yeah, here you basically need about a 5% deposit, around that. That's okay. That's a bit better now. There's a bit more movement in that. That's what I needed. Yeah, that's better. I like it now. Doesn't seem quite so flat. Oh, mailing her birthday cake. Nice. Oh. Really? It collapsed? What happened? What, Evelyn? What's going on? You're making bonus kid her birthday cake. Well, like seriously, it wouldn't surprise me if you were mailing it either, but I assume, yeah, okay. You mail a birthday cake? What kind of birthday cake are you making? Emily got a fantastic, light sponge filled with whipped cream and jam, dusted with icing sugar, that came in this, like, deliberately put it in this plastic container so it looked like it came from the shop. I just wanted her to, yeah. And I usually, it says a lot. It's just how busy I am, because I usually bake cakes, but she got a good old grocery store sponge. She will not be getting that for her 18th, obviously. Her 18th birthday cake will be done by hand and be fully pretty. Oh, chocolate cake, peppermint stick, buttercream. Oh, that sounds delicious, Ashley. It actually literally collapsed. Stop it! Oh my gosh, I hope everyone's okay. Oh, no. That's not good. All right, I'm going to go for kind of like black, green, grey, smoky bits. Let's see how that works. Let's go with Lovesick Grey. Yeah, because that's totally me. Lovesick my butt. That's Emily at the moment. It's kind of gross. Do I pay her out for it? Yes, I do. All right, Lovesick Grey, which is black 5. Let's throw a bit of this down. Oh no, Evelyn, that's just no. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, they're in shift change. Oh no. Oh no. Well, fingers crossed that there's no more that have lost their lives. Oh, it's no good. Oh. It's very hard. That's what we were saying before. Mother Nature, man. She will always humble us. All right. Let's go in with that. Dark green. Oh, really? Oh. 70 missing from the candle warehouse. Oh, really, Jamie? Oh, no. Oh. Yeah. Yep, that's right, Louise. It'll either humble us or break us. That's right. She is fierce and beautiful at the same time. All right, now I'm going in with greenish black. Wow. Oof. Whoa, 10 by 12. Oh my gosh. That's like, my bedroom's bigger than that. Crazy. All right, now I'm going to come in with Celadon. If I can find it. Where are you, box? There you go. So it's blue green 9 Celadon, and I'm going to just lightly go over the lot of it, and then I'm going to bring a silver over the top of that because I don't have a like light greenish grey, so I'm going to make my own. Wow. Yeah, Louise, I get that. See, I don't, because I don't watch TV. I don't see much of the news. Yeah, I don't watch just general TV, so I miss a lot, which is good and bad. All right, now I need to come in with silver, which is white 2. I missed that little bit underneath there. Of course I have. Oh, whoa. Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? Like, and that's the thing. Like I've been a single parent, and I earn, I'm top end of middle class kind of income in Australia kind of stuff. But it's the I'm a single parent, and when like my husband left and stuff, I was the main income earner and all of that. And at that point, and basically, I ended up with a whole lot of debt as a result of our marriage breaking up, and it's just taken a long time. Well, recovering from that is always hard when you're on a single income, raising kids and stuff, and then bringing in 3 kids so that they didn't go into the system. I didn't get paid for that. That all had to come out of my pocket. But that's okay. I wouldn't change in a million years. So I'm just coming back in with that jet black now. I might still do it all over again. But yeah, if they had been in the system and I took them in as proper foster kids, you get like I think it's like $800 a fortnight or something for each foster kid or something in the system. but I didn't want them in the system, so hence did not receive that. Most people think I did. I certainly did not. Because they would have got lost in the system. And yeah, I didn't want that for them. Wow. Oh, we've got a food bank here that has got nothing to do with your income. There is one that's linked to your income, but then we've also got a church-based one that does food hampers, which are great food hampers. Every now and again I go get one just because they do such a good deal. And usually when I go buy that food hamper, okay, it says I don't need to go buy their food hampers. I just like it because every now and again they get different things. I usually buy one for me and buy one for the next person that's comes through, because that's just what you do. So I'll go out and just so it's not obvious that I'm buying them for others, I buy one for myself and then buy a few more at the same time. All right. Coming back in with that Celadon. And then, what was that green grey kind of colour that I used? Lovesick grey. I want that. Where's that? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Lovesick grey. Kind of come back in with that one. Oh, really? Wow. That's a month. That's not too bad. So I pay. No worries, Rosalind. Have a great day. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. So I'm lucky where I live. My landlord doesn't charge me anywhere near what he should. But so I pay. Our rent is worked out per week in Australia. So I pay $340 a week, which is fantastic. By the way, it's not comparable to what it should be. I should be paying about $400. But so what's that? $1,200, just under $1,200, $1,100 kind of thing a month, around that. All right. Now I'm going to come in with white. Oh, thanks, Elise. I'm having fun with it, actually. Because I always do red dragons. So this is a bit of fun doing one that's not red. Because to me, a dragon should be red. Probably because it's red. But I am enjoying doing green dragon. Like I said, as soon as I saw the chat Ashley's hashtag, and then I was like, then I pulled out this and saw this, and it all linked together. So it ended up and then I saw the wood for his antlers. I'm like, well, he has to be a wood dragon, and then I was like, well, that's Phoenixcolors, and it all was meant to be what it was be. All right. Just been putting off doing his head because it's like, oh my gosh, it's his face. You want him to be right. There's that. And so these are the greens that we used in his body. Oh, so who does this book? It is, I'll show you. It's Nick Filbert. So it's Nick Filbert's Fantasia. There you go. Knocking the mic. Sorry. There we go. Fantasia. 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 If you didn't get that, that was Fantasia. See, that's funny. Yeah, to me, a dragon is red. Like, it's funny how people have just got that way that they see things. But I think because I, obviously being part of the Japanese culture and whatever for so long, to me, Chinese dragon, Japanese dragon is red. It's just like the main one for New Year and all of that. So I just automatically think of red. I don't think I've ever done a green. Oh, no. I did do a green dragon once. I drew a green dragon, I think. I can't remember. Okay. No, it's lovely. It's toothy paper, Louise. So I like toothy paper. So it's got a real drawing paper kind of feel to it. So that toothiness, like slight toothiness. It's not very thick, but it's toothy. It's the kind of paper I'm more comfortable. Yeah, I'm not comfortable with like the smooth papers in things like Joanna Basford and stuff like that. I'm more comfortable with this toothy stuff. So I'm probably not the right person to ask. I like tooth. I like it to have a bit of bite. No, I don't want that one. I don't know what I've used. They do work good on cheeky paper, yes. Very nice on cheeky paper. But I think these pencils, honestly, I've used them in the Joanna Basford too. So I used them in Lost Ocean, and they worked fine on that as well. Like I said, they've got that good balance. That Okay. Here's my friend the white man. Yeah, we are so opposite. Absolutely. You like to layer and smooth paper. I like to smush and toothy paper. I like to smush it, baby. I like to smush it. All right, now I'm going to come in with the black and add some depth to this. Ah, what? Because of the tooth, Louise? See you, Belinda. Have a lovely day. Yeah, ironically, because I'm, you'd think being a smusher, I'd like smoother paper better, but I don't know. I think the toothy paper allows me to be able to layer and smush. Who knows? Right. Do want to tone down the green a little bit more, but right, that's better. There we go. It's because of the tooth. Don't let it to bite you. Yep, that's kind of how I go. It's like, oh, or just put it in a random number generator. That's the one. And I can't choose. I'm not. That wasn't a yawn, I promise. Oh, because I'm over time. Oh, that's why I'm yawning, man. All right. You got an idea what I'm doing. I've pretty much covered it all. So I will finish this off in my spare time this week because I actually have some. And I am. You did finish. I can't wait to see the flip through. I am going to actually do a Christmas page next week. So I want to do a Christmas page, at least one. So I don't know what Christmas page I'm going to do, but I'm going to do a Christmas page. Have not decided what it will be, but some kind of Christmas page. Oh, jeez. Maybe they'll get me in the spirit too. All right. Okay, I'm going to go because I didn't even realize what the time was. It's probably why I'm yawning. And I'm going to before I go, I'm going to give you a bit of an idea of the album I'm working on because it's just pretty. like, this is the album I'm working on. So I'm doing a little bit of like decoupage as well. So this is the castle, which, of course, wait, no, it was just the way I had it. Okay, so it's like 3 layers with the castle, and then in between it will be album pages. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. It's a trial run, so it's just a practice one because it's kind of cute. I want to see if it works. So I'm just having a play, but that's what I'm working on at the moment. So I hold standard photos. I like albums that hold standard size photos, so the 4x6s. But yeah, that's what I'm playing with at the moment too. But yeah, it's kind of cute. Do you like it, Louise? It's kind of cute, hey? And like, these are actual windows. Like I've like put a little thing in, and I was sitting here last night, and I'm like, oh my gosh, so fiddly. And then on the back is the scene within the castle, so that's the castle front. And then here now we've got the birds and the roses, and then this one we've got the butterflies and the roses, and then on the back of this one we've got our little courtyard and stuff. So yeah, that's what I've started. So I'm doing it again. All right, I'm going. All right, thank you all for being here. You guys are fantastic. I love you all, and enjoy hanging out with you. And I will be back on Friday. Well, actually, Angie arrives Friday. I don't know if I'm coming to get you Friday or Saturday. I don't know. We've got to work out the logistics there. I don't know what's happening, but yeah, we'll see I don't know what's going on. But anyway, yeah, no, I have. That's what I was clicking at. They're actual acetate windows on my windows. Well, yeah, it's kind of a practice for George's birthday. It's a practice one. Okay. But yes, that's what I've been doing. Yeah, love you all. See ya. I'll see you through the week in some streams. Fingers crossed. All right. Have a great one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.